Gladiator and Hyperion are both one of the most powerful, tenacious, and damn right amazing Herald tier characters in Marvel's history. Hey guys, it's Captain Forrest here, and today I'm going to be doing a very interesting inverse today between Gladiator and Hyperion to see who wins more often than not. Now before I get started, I do apologize, I am recording from my phone. My mic's kind of just being weird. But anyway, I will go over the stipulations, and I will also mention a few things as well. If you guys would like to check out the power scaling videos for both these combatants, so you can get an insight on their abilities and the AP and speed, please check those videos out. I'll leave links in the description. I won't go too deeply into AP and speed in this video, but I will be briefly mentioning it as I go along. The conditions for this fight, I will be going off the most consistent in terms of AP and speed. There will be probably an occasional feat I will bring up, more so just for the quality of the feat than to argue completely out of tier. Like I said, I want to stick to consistency. The fight location will take place in New York City, be a sunny day, and there will probably be at least 10 to 50 meters distance, or at least 20 even at best, between both Hyperion and Gladiator. So I'm going to go ahead and get right into it. So how I envision this fight. So Gladiator and Hyperion in character, from a distance, they will both go for a beam struggle. They will always spam heat vision. So they'll start off with a beam struggle. Hyperion will have the edge at first, as this fight will take place on a sunny day in New York. This would give Hyperion the advantage at first, as solar energy, which is one of his abilities to absorb energy from the sun, will unquantifiably increase the potency of his heat vision, which would prove to be troublesome at first for Gladiator. But Gladiator's confidence within itself is no joke. His psionic energy field / confidence also allows him to fight foes who are far greater than himself, such as his fight with a well-fed Galactus. And a very confident Gladiator was able to power through Galactus's heat vision via his psionic energy buffer, which amps Gladiator and also grants Gladiator a form of invulnerability until his confidence is overtaxed. And we all know that Gladiator's abilities and power is determined by his confidence, which works quite similar to how the Hulk does, except it's not being fueled by anger. Now keep in mind, this Galactus was well fed and far more powerful than the Herald tier characters, and as I mentioned, I will only be going off consistency. But the reason I bring this feat up is more so to demonstrate how insane Gladiator's confidence can be and how it can contend with people who are far above him. And in this scenario, if Gladiator notices Hyperion gaining the edge in a beam struggle, Gladiator will flex his confidence to amp his AP and speed and invulnerability to then fly through Hyperion's heat vision via his psionic buffer and his willpower alone to get to Hyperion, which will result in Gladiator one-shotting Hyperion. So that's how the scenario would basically unfold, and how I see it happening. Gladiator will definitely be able to power through Hyperion's heat vision. He would have the speed edge, the slight speed edge, so he would be fast enough to get through those beams before his psionic powers, his confidence wears thin or gets overtaxed. So I do see that happening, that Hyperion would be incapacitated and one-shotted. Now, there are other arguments for Gladiator, as he also has instinctive reaction, which will allow him to easily avoid Hyperion's heat vision and allow Gladiator to get in closer to Hyperion. Gladiator also has attack reflection, so Gladiator can easily reflect Hyperion's heat vision right back at him. as demonstrated against his fight with Thor. He reflected Thor's like energy blast from Mjolnir, which is pretty impressive. Gladiator's psionic field will protect him from this blast, so he will get the psionic buffer, and he will be able to use his confidence to reflect that heat vision back, so it will protect him and not allow him to be vaporized. If this fight also does come down to a skill scenario, let's say they just start slugging it out, Gladiator would easily defeat Hyperion in terms of skill. In their previous fight, another version of Hyperion even admits that Gladiator outshines him in the skill department, and Hyperion himself has little to no skill showings. Gladiator would pick Hyperion apart in skill and would incapacitate Hyperion via breaking his arms, legs, spine, or the old-fashioned way, his neck. Now granted, Hyperion has type 3 immortality, which will allow him to heal from his wounds, but unfortunately it won't be very helpful if he is rendered unconscious, as Gladiator himself has demonstrated skill in combat, as a robot named Icon compliments Gladiator, stating that he has good combat skills, and this same Gladiator was holding back and not going all out. Gladiator himself has also demonstrated dirty tactics in combat, and he'll definitely be using these tactics against Hyperion if Hyperion tries to perform any dirty tactics of his own. Because of the sheer skill edge between each other, Gladiator is far skilled and is definitely competent and proficiently skilled enough to incapacitate Hyperion very easily. Now, in terms of Hyperion, the only real way for Hyperion to win is to overtax or deter Gladiator's confidence. But unfortunately for Hyperion, it would not work that easily, as Gladiator on a daily has dealt with people who try to mess with his confidence and has gathered resistances against it on a good few occasions. And it takes a lot to dwindle Gladiator's confidence. It is no easy task, and even if Hyperion was to blast him all day with heat vision, it just wouldn't do the trick, I'm afraid. So overall, I give this to Gladiator 8 times out of 10. Gladiator's confidence, skill, versatility, and sheer willpower and tenacity proves far greater than what Hyperion possesses. Thank you all for watching. If you guys enjoyed my content, please remember to leave a like. Comment down below, give me your thoughts on what you thought of this inverse match. I'll be doing more Marvel inverse fights. I'll probably do some more inverse matches on different verses. And of course, if you guys really enjoy my content, please consider subscribing. But yes, Captain Forrest, signing out, peace.